Well, welcome to Verbier in the Swiss Alps, where we have finally had some fresh snow. About 10 centimetres has fallen in the last 24 hours, and well, it was a joy going up in the lift first thing this morning to finally see some snow in the village, some snow on the trees, and some snow on the roofs of the chalets in town. It certainly made a more pleasant sight than the brown ground that we've seen here over the past few weeks, because well, it really hasn't snowed here since the end of December. We've had a few flurries here and there, but effectively we haven't had any fresh snow for almost 2 months, which well, is pretty unheard of here in Verbier, that normally has some very good snow and of course is renowned for its off-piste skiing, but there really hasn't been much of that in recent weeks because of the snow conditions. It was busy up top. We went to the Saint-Vallier area first thing this morning, and it was fairly busy there because obviously it's the half-term week, so plenty of crowds out, and most of them, in fact all of them, delighted to see the fresh snow. The pistes have been topped up nicely, though the busy ones are obviously a little bit icy because once the fresh snow has been pushed away, there is the hard pack conditions underneath. But if you choose to go to some of the runs that are not quite so busy, then really there's sort of little fresh tracks to be made on the slopes, which is on the piste rather, which is very nice. And on the slopes away from the piste, well, there's almost been, I would describe it as powder skiing. It's great. It's over the ski boots, which is enough to make a few nice powder turns, and the conditions here really have been well, quite fantastic. As I said, half-term crowds out, the slopes a little bit busy, not too busy. Lunch, bit of a problem. Saint-Vallier, the self-service restaurant up there, was absolutely jam-packed at lunchtime. A lot of irate people having to queue for quite a while, and even once they'd got their food, nowhere really to eat it because all the tables are full. I had to make do with just going to the snack bar there. They'd run out of sandwiches by 12:30, but made do with some crisps and a Mars bar. But personally, I'm here for the skiing rather than the lunch, and the skiing, as I said, really has been fantastic with 10 centimetres of fresh snow. There'll be a full roundup of the conditions around the Alps later in the week on PlanetSKI in our weekly snow overview, with all the conditions, where the snow is and where it isn't, because it hasn't fallen everywhere. So let's not get too excited thinking there's snow across the whole of the Alps, because there isn't. Some resorts do still need some, but here in this part of the Alps it's been fantastic. Nearby Chamonix, a friend of mine from over there sent me an email saying they've had 15 centimetres. Léger in France, a fairly low resort, the Port du Soleil, great little place, they've had 15 centimetres just in time for half term 2, and Les Arcs, a higher resort, they've had about 10 to 15 centimetres. So a good snowfall in this part of the Alps, and well, as I said earlier, it's been a long time coming, and it's greatly appreciated by all the people here.